Hola gente, vamos a continuar con el de Witcher 2, donde lo dejamos, que nos estábamos aquí escapando de la cárcel y a ver si no se nos buguea como la última vez. Cogemos la espada. A ver, vamos a bajar un poquito el volumen. Vamos a ponernos la espada. La espada. La bisarma esta va muy bien, pero bueno. Tenemos 3 tipos de guantes. Vale. Aquí es donde se nos bugueó el otro día y nos tiró del juego.
Halt! Blimey, is that you, Witcher? They say you killed the king.
Well, I didn't, and I'm going to prove it.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Glad to hear that. It'd be pretty stupid if I had to kill you now. Did all the Reavers survive the assault?
Aye, they've been drinking themselves silly for 2 days now. I believe I owe you something.
You don't owe me a thing.
We wound up in a boiling cauldron during the assault. You know how it is when knights get caught in a tight passage. Nowhere to go. Those in the back push forward. Those in the front are stuck. And halberd blows raining down from above. I'd have been crushed if not for my armor. And about 10 blows landed on my helmet. My ears still ring and I puke time and again. But I live and breathe.
Concussion. It'll pass. Were you on patrol with the Reavers when they ran into those Scoia'tael?
Aye.
Kenneth mentioned the unit was especially vicious. Notice anything out of the ordinary? A unit emblem or something?
Right you are. They had masks made of the cloth of Special Forces uniforms, and they hollered a lot, Yorveth or some such.
Where did the dragon come from?
I've no idea, but it saved our asses. The elves ceased shooting at the sight of it. Can't tell you anymore, as we fled right then as if the devil himself was on our tail. Take this. Kenneth told me to study up, but I've not the mind for it. Just not cut out to be a dragon hunter, I guess. It could be useful to you, though.
I need to go.
There are sentries on the dike. No way you'll slip through.
Can you distract them?
I'll try. Remember, count me out if there's a fight. In fact, we could end up foes.
I hope not. Go.
Just give me a minute.
Vamos a ver qué nos ha dado. El libro. Me he quitado las botas. Me dices, a ver, ¿dónde están las botas? Las botas. El libro. Vale. Hubo un tiempo en el que los dragones eran comunes y gobernaban el continente. El fuego del dragón era la percepción de las ciudades y su apetito suponía una amenaza constante para los primeros coliseos. Los magos se dieron frente a estas criaturas y se crearon brujos para luchar contra ellos. Hoy día los dragones están casi extintos. De vez en cuando, bueno, te va contando aquí una chapa. Ha adquirido conocimiento sobre una nueva especie de monstruo. Consejo. O sea, vamos, que tenemos que ver todo esto. La cola sala de la bestia se considera toda una exquisitez. Los componentes de alquimia del cuerpo del dragón se encuentran entre los más caros del mercado, que están muy solicitados por los brujos. Vale. Recoge las hierbas.
The Kingslayer's escaped. We need to cut him off. Follow me.
All right, let's go.
¿Por aquí nos podemos ir o...? No creo. Por aquí por arriba no la vamos a jugar. Medallón.
Geralt, over here.
A ver, que voy recogiendo todo. Voy recogiendo todo, que luego será caquita, que te voy tirando. Tris, nuestra amiga, ole Tris. Yo te sigo. ¿Qué hay aquí? Mineral de hierro. Y aquí atrás, a ver, espera un momentín. Bueno.
Bloody hell, you didn't have to torch the castle. You were to sneak out, avoid anything resembling a bloodbath. You left me the key to my manacles, not an invisibility cloak. Triss, is everything all right?
Not exactly. I'm no longer the royal advisor. I've lost my post, my home in Vizima. Witcher's mistress, they call me. Kingslayer's whore.
People say what they think they have to.
I know, but...
They'll change their minds as soon as we find the Kingslayer. Roach will see to that. Right, Spy?
I'm no spy, but you're mostly correct. An interregnum is chaos by definition. Rats like Baron Kimbold and Count Maravel rule Temeria now, or strive to. But no one save old Natalis can restore true order.
Natalis is far away and of low birth. The crown's simply out of his reach. Baron Kimbold, on the other hand.
Politics is secondary right now. Vernon, learn anything new about the Kingslayer?
A week ago I got a message from an informer in Flotsam. He saw Yorveth in the company of a large, bald man, not unlike the one you described.
A week ago? Sounds like a cold trail to me.
We need to start somewhere. The trading post is a few days upriver, in the forests that lie on the Adernian border. Yorveth's territory.
Flotsam it is, then. Triss,
Yes?
I'm a bit beat up. Will you look at my wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go below deck. And I need you to tell me about Yennefer in detail. I want to hear it all, even the things you don't want to tell me, even the things that might hurt.
Prepare to cast off! Clear the lines and all aboard!
Line's clear, Captain!
Bueno. Ha pegado fuego todo.
Honor's a curious thing. Honor made Arian fight a mismatched battle against the might of Temeria. Facing defeat, Honor told Arian to bow his neck to save his men. But that same honor prevented him from saving himself.
Están guapos estos vídeos que hacen, ¿eh? Así no se ha quedado antiguado. Está chulo. The Witcher 3 es parecido, ¿verdad? Ya me lo he pasado entero.
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known The Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roach. No, I'm not making any excuses, and yes, I had my reasons. The Witcher spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone. Long into the evening, as water lapped against the boat's side, Triss told him forgotten stories of his unexpected child and his toxic relationship with a sorceress named Yennefer. Stories of a life stolen from him. Am I boring you? Don't set this tale aside. Give me just a few minutes more, for someone special's about to appear in dire straits upon a scaffold.
Cuando yo aumenta el daño infligido por electricidad, la señal Q se vuelve más letal. No olvides... Vale. No me ha dado tiempo. Los elfos. Esto parece una especie de troll. Venga. ¿Qué lo hace para que nos cace? Bueno, no sé qué es. Ah, que le va a dar de comer al bicho este. ¡Ojo! Ya sabemos contra quién vamos a tener que luchar en esta zona. Una cueva, una araña medio caracol gigante. ¿Este es bueno o malo? Ya no me queda claro. Igual es elfo, pero es de lo bueno solo.
Sheathe your sword, elf. I'm here to talk. Bow low. You stand before a head crowned.
Es la cabeza.
That of Demavend, king of Aedirn by the grace of the gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley and so on.
And you are?
A friend to non-humans. I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. The Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one. Each crowned.
Go on.
Foltest to start with. I barely escaped in Aedirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails. And the support of the Scoia'tael. I want no gold and have no interest in the killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his neck. Time to go. Do we have a deal, elf?
Primer acto. A ver si ya no vamos a poder mover libremente o no. Ahora este juego no es de mundo abierto. O sea, es con amplios escenarios, pero sí es el mundo abierto.
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
Vamos a ir en
Bad
trío con
time
la
of the
verdad.
month.
Greetings.
Ah, bueno, estos son greetings. Eso estaban diciendo todo el rato.
Your witch's ass is gonna have to get wet.
A ver,
Jump!
aquí. El cuero. A ver, el inventario. Armadura más 2. Más 4. Vitalidad más 5. A ver, o sea que lo que llevo me da un poquitín más de armadura, pero ni me resiste incineración, ni hemorragias, ni veneno. Bueno, hemorragias sí, pero menos. Y encima me da vitalidad. Paso. Paso totalmente. El problema... Ya necesitaría yo aquí... Guantes, tengo 50.000 guantes. A ver, vamos a ponernos, vamos a equiparnos las trampas. Vale. Y tengo problemas ya que el peso 292 de 300. Cachis la mar. Necesito vender. Necesito vender.
Water's cold as hell. Come on, Witcher.
Venga, está.
Any news from your secret informer?
The port's blocked. Some merchants have been held up for months.
What about roads through the forest?
Something's brewing. Yorveth rules the forest. You coming?
Diagrama es plata de brujo, o sea que puedo ir a hacerme lo de la espada. Con la tontería solo llevo una espada, o sea, si me quiero hacer la otra, me la puedo hacer yo ya, desde aquí, meditando. A ver. ¿Quieres meditar? ¿Que no me deja meditar? Bolsillos, meditación. No me deja meditar aquí. Pues nada.
Where are we?
In a forest?
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
Yorveth, maybe? I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that?
Hear that?
I smell an elf.
Hola, elfo. Anda el otro también. Vamos recogiendo hierbas. Vamos recogiendo más hierbas. A ver. El diagrama este, acción no permitida con este objeto. No sé, a mí me gustaría poder crear una espadita, pero va a ser que no.
That's Vernon Roach, Special Forces Commander for the last 4 years, servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills, hunter of elves, murderer of women and children. Twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Yorveth, a regular son of a whore.
I've long awaited our meeting. Laid plans, set traps. And now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
Since when did the Scoia'tael hire professional killers to do their dirty work? The Dwan, even. You've fallen low.
A hired killer, true. But in all certainty, he is no Dwan.
Don't make a big deal of the race thing.
Yet race is the very reason we fight. We have pointed ears, yours are rounded. We are few, yet long-lived. Your kind multiplies like vermin, though thankfully expires quickly. Humans and elves alike, trying to prove one shape is better than the other. 400 years of killing over the mold of the Oracle.
The Kingslayer's among you. We've come for him.
Then our interests collide. The Kingslayer is under my protection, and I'll not hand over a guest.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Scoia'tael again.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Enough of this piss!
Stop!
Ours paired one warped.
Ole, tienes ahí, a tope. Protégenos. Aunque esto no se
That ought to
mande a
discourage
todavía.
them. Triss, are you alright?
Lovely.
¿Qué dices? Pues con este escudo ya se me desmaya. No me fastidies, hombre.
You should have charmed the archers. They're coming.
Y yo llevo solo una espada, o sea... No estamos para tirar cosas.
Geralt, the spell's still working. Stay close. Triss is spent, so no more butterflies. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Get your hands off my ass.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour or one of your commandos. I'm a woman.
Ayuda, ayuda, que ha bajado aquí, no me fastidies.
At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
Not mine. Y'all hold the spell.
Come on, let's go.
Stop shaking.
Are you alright?
Yes. Fine.
Sons of bitches.
What's happening? All I see are your boots.
Gente, chaval.
Where the hell is that trading?
Uno menos.
I'm starting to think we'll make it. Wait. The barrier's waning. Triss!
Quick!
Give me a bit more magic. Just a little. Geralt, kill them now!
Me he quitado más de la mitad de la vida, no me fastidies. A ver, déjame coger esto. Empezamos siempre igual. Buscar. Espada de las montañas azules. A ver. Que ya llevamos espada de cero. 8, 10. Vamos a tirar golpes. Soltamos. A soltar. Y a soltar. Uf, qué mal vamos. Arma adicional. No. Espera, cero. ¿Dónde estabas? 11, 14. Espada larga, corta. 8, 11. Espada larga. Espada corta. Vale, vamos a ver esto. Fuera. Fuera el pico. Fuera el garrote. Rema. Ya podemos correr. Ahora voy aquí a tope. No hemos encontrado ni una tienda ni nada. Estamos recuperando vida, ¿no? Sí. Vale, perfecto. La musiqueta nos ha quitado, que...
Squire solid sacking! Alarm! Squirrels! There's a mage among them! Ready yourselves!
Bueno, hemos llegado. Venga. Ya han dejado de disparar. Bueno, tampoco había que cargárselos a todos. Hemos llegado al puerto.
You know each other?
Rather well. But he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Fitness. Pensaban que era enfermedad, que claro, plaquetas también.
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah,
Hombre, demasiado,
the Kingslayer
demasiados.
and Yorvith.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
Emir Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Uh-huh. And the woman?
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the
Vale,
market
la
square.
chica te dice,
You
"Esa
might
es
be
la
in
chica
time for the
guapa", y ala.
execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to
Puertas
hang.
abiertas.
A dwarf and some bard. There's also an inn and a brothel.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting. Take care now.
Spice merchant. Not likely.
Did you say that?
Squirrels at our very walls.
Yorvith led them. I saw him with my own eyes.
Who are these
Hemos parado
blokes?
un nivel, vale,
They're
ahora.
the ones the elves were chasing. Assault in broad daylight.
Hemos llegado a la primera ciudad, perfecto. 1000 de experiencia, misión cumplida y ahora podremos ir subiendo de nivel. Y ahora plaza de la ciudad para ver la ejecución. Por la presente se anuncia que se ofrece una buena recompensa por matar a Kairan. Parece un monstruo ahí tipo lagonés de Witcher. La detestable bestia del río. Vale. Piedra elemental, tócame. No, examinar era eso. No. No, que he visto aquí como un cofre. A ver, buscar. Vale.
Oh no, I'm not talking to a freak.
Wait a minute.
Be off, or I'll call the guards.
Bueno, de qué mala virgen tú. Está sobrecargado, ya empezamos.
I think the stew's ready.
A ver, ¿dónde hay una tienda aquí que quiero vender?
You might want to stir it.
Distribuidores
Some hanging.
artesanos.
A bunch of non-humans and a spy.
I heard the spy's cowardly. You're a worldly man. Think he'll shit himself?
I suppose I have seen my share.
A ver. Meditamos. Vamos a hacer algo de alquimia, a ver si nos dejan. Fórmulas de sangre, tal, resistencia. Aumenta el daño de la espada. Vale, esto. Ahora vamos a ver el personaje. Nivel 6, 5 talentos para subir. Entrenamiento. Ruta bloqueada. Vale, solo tenemos esta. Regeneración de energía mientras no se lucha. Pues lo adquirimos, no nos queda otra. Ahora podemos lanzamiento de puñales. No lo tenemos todavía. Desbloquea la habilidad de rechazar golpes procedentes de todas las direcciones. Robustez. Aumenta la vitalidad, por supuestísimo. Vale, regeneración. Energía durante el combate. Que la habilidad de desviar fechas. Regeneración de energía durante el combate. Vamos a meternos vitalidad, ¿verdad? Dime que sí. Vitalidad. Esto, bloqueada. A ver qué más tenemos. Lanzamiento de puñales. Vamos a rechazar. Vale. Y el siguiente, regeneración de energía durante el combate. Regeneración de energía. Si metemos el siguiente nivel, también regeneración durante el combate. Pues vamos a metérnosla. ¡Hala! Ya estamos más potentes. Y a ver si nos podemos meter aquí en la tasca. Podemos venderle algo. Que vamos pesados y si no tendremos que tirar algo así. En las tascas se podía vender cositas, ¿verdad? No hay ni Peter, ni Peter. No me fastidies que no hay nadie. Tronco de bosque. ¿Qué quiero vender?
What do you want me to do? Shit a sheep?
We should
Esto para
send for
recoger cosas,
Laredo.
pero vamos. Mira, mira. Mira quién hay por ahí. Vamos a ir muy lentos andando, pero vamos. Me ha saltado algo ahí en el mapa. Aquí. Noroeste. Vámonos allí. A ver si que le podemos vender a este. Que le venderemos todo lo que no nos venga bien. Ya lo sé que estoy sobrecargado. No me digas que voy a tener que entrar, a ver. Uy, este me ha aparecido aquí de repente. Venga, herrero, herrero. No puedo entrar, ¿en serio? A ver, no me digas que no puedo hablar con ellos. Esto es una broma de mal gusto. Y ahora me ha desaparecido, ¿pero qué me dices? ¿Desaparecido? La biblioteca.
Greetings! What brings you here, White Wolf? Make yourself at
Mira,
home,
este lo
please.
conoce. A ver si le podemos vender algo.
I've heard,
Lo dudo,
or
pero
rather
vamos.
read much about you in the letters of the Rivian diaspora.
Well, nice to meet you.
Einar Gausel, fundamentally a trader in old curios, although I also concern myself with the non-human community.
Comerciamos. No me fastidies. Trasto. Vale, si es trasto ya lo vendo. Venga. Trastos que no tenemos para nada. Venga, esto lo vendemos. Pesa mucho. Cochicor. Voy a vender más cosas de las que tengo que vender. Pantalones gastados. Esto no vale nada, pero me pesa. Fuera. Chaqueta. Ah, que nos han dado encima otra chaqueta. Resistencia al veneno. Esta hemorragia. A ver, más 7, 8, 10, 8, 11 hemorragia. Entonces, estas espadas me dan igual. O sea, por mucho amiga que es mágico, fuera. Espada corta. A estar fuera, fuera. Vale, 239. Hemos bajado. Que son componentes aquí a cascoporro, componentes. Si tuviera un baúl iría dejando cositas, pero bueno. Ya me ha bajado el peso. A ver qué nos cuenta el hombre este. Espera, que ahora sí que quiero hablar contigo.
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
Vale, libros. Vamos a ver. Comerciamos, pero a ver qué tiene. Todo lo que le he vendido yo. Ah, vale, lo que tiene son un montón de libros, claro. Así conoceremos más. Ritos de viaje. Información sobre el santuario de veneno que mejora la señal de Queen. A ver esto. Y solo cuesta 1. Lo pillo. Solo cuesta 1. Esto es lo que le he vendido yo. Vale, vale. Salimos. Vale, pero quiero hablar con él. Quiero hablar con él de los libros.
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
Books in Flotsam? I wouldn't have thought it a profitable enterprise.
Hey, many foreigners come through here. Sometimes they buy books, sometimes they have tomes to sell. Yesterday, for example, Lady Sheila de Tanseville purchased items for a sum equal to my yearly dealings.
Did she buy anything interesting?
De Vermis Mysteries, the Exeter Treatise, complete and unabridged, plus a very expensive volume I'd rather not mention. I should add, as generosity must be praised, that she made a donation to the community, specifically to the Fund for Widows and Orphans.
The non-humans in Flotsam are organized?
We aren't, but we aid each other as best we can. I mainly collect taxes and announce the Commandant's dispositions.
That'd make you a prime target for Yorvith.
You're correct on that account. He's warned me many times, and I've explained the need for my function to him just as many. Both in vain. It seems we've agreed to disagree. Well, the sword is his calling, the pen is mine. Hence, no meeting of the minds. It wasn't always this hard. Turned sour when several elven lassies disappeared. We lost our trust in the humans, and the Scoia'tael ceased trusting us.
Did they turn up? The women?
No. I believe Neckers killed them. I remember Moral of the White Hands. She and her lover made a beautiful pair.
Vale, lo de cambiar de peinado, nada, lo hemos ya hemos comerciado.
Godspeed! Nonsense. Just nonsense.
Potenciador enano, hacha enana, no lo vamos a robar al hombrecillo. Eso sí que se lo actualizamos. No me digas, a ver, diario. Vale, aquí son lo que tenemos para hacer. Colgado por la voluntad. Ve a la plaza, busca pistas sobre el asesino del rey, consigue una espada de plata. No te voy a decir que no. Vale. Del prólogo parece que nos hemos dejado dos cosas, porque no nos hayamos ni metido aquí donde las misiones. Una espada para monstruo nos hace falta. Vale. Las ubicaciones. Vamos al inventario. A ver. Martillo, para nada vale. Para nada. Otra espada. La espada temeria, la larga. La espada larga es la que llevamos y espada de acero sellado viejo. O sea que es que esto es para vender. Vale. Resistencia de hemorragias. Esta nos da menos vitalidad. Es común. El otro, venga. Mira, ahora sigo guardando. Esto nada. Y los libros. A ver. Polvo, no. ¿Dónde estaban el dinero? El enano se nos ha pirado.
Mind if I have a look at your books?
A ver, que te voy a vender tus propias cosas, ¿verdad? Algo incoherente, pero así es. Se la vendemos. El martillo fuera y esto fuera. Fuera, que son 17 kilos. Fuera.
Calm down.
Consigue la espada de plata, esto no nos lleva a ningún lado. Vamos a guardar. A ver, vamos a ver. No, el inventario no, me he equivocado. Al diario. ¿Nos marca algún lado? No. Pues nada, vamos aquí a lo principal. ¿Se puede entrar aquí? No. Es que ahora por lo menos corremos. Ahora vamos a ver. Cartelito se puede ver del elfo este. A ver si. Examinar. Venga, vamos a ver qué pasa aquí.
Zoltan. Dandelion, my informer.
Just great.
What's the plan?
We improvise.
No killing.
We'll take care of this, Triss.
Es que mejor que una maga.
Geralt! Geralt!
Hombre,
Over
nuestros
here, help!
amigos, siempre en peligro. Busco un modo de liberar a la gentecita.
Step back, White One.
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous.
The charge is collusion with the Scoia'tael.
Dandelion, an elven spy?
The bard's hanging for debauchery.
What?
The sentence was he's to hang for debauchery.
And a sentence is nothing to scoff at!
Are you serious? Listen here, people. Is profligacy now a punishable offense in the free kingdom of Temeria, or are we in Nilfgaard?
Piss off, freak! Or you'll have me to deal with. Think of the common folk, you're spoiling their fun.
Well, a freak he may be, but he speaks true. Debauchery's one of my favourite pastimes, but I don't want a noose placed around my neck for pursuing it.
The soldier boys paid us a visit or two, though we didn't have much fun.
Away with you, Margot! Go back to your brothel!
Time to go?
Fine.
But hear this, people. He sure liked to parade about, but his Willie wouldn't come to attention. Ha!
Stop the execution.
Shut your trap! The singer's to hang, and he will hang. This is a decent town. Whores and witches notwithstanding.
Watch your words, guardsman! I don't know witches, but Margot's a decent woman!
Shut it, all of you! Or I'll not vouch for what I'll do.
Thinks he's tough, showing off his balls. Don't fret, people. I've seen the rot on them.
I'm warning you for the last time, Margot!
You wouldn't hit a lady.
You're no lady!
Come on up! Got room for one more deviant! They'll hang anyway!
Vaya, que hay que hacer aquí los botones.
Want to squirm with the others?
No me acordaba, pensaba que era como llegar por 3.
They'll hang anyway!
Si le he dado bien.
Come on up! Got room for one more deviant!
Uy, que habría que hacer combinación. Vamos bien, vamos mal.
They'll hang anyway! Come on up!
Venga.
Got room for one more deviant!
Otro que te comes.
They'll hang anyway!
Y esa sí que muy rica.
Come on!
¿Qué dices? ¿Qué dices? Que se han cepillado a la tía esa, no me fastidies. Ah, me ha dado el antes. Vaya, hombre. Venga. Toma, entra tripa, boca estómago. Cómetelo. ¿Qué dices? Si aquí sí, pues si le he dado súper rápido. ¿Otra vez? Ahora sí que me he equivocado de botón. Suerte que me había equivocado. ¿Salva la elfa? La elfa capute.
What the hell is going on here? I said, what the arse fuck is going on? I'd like to report. Out of my sight, Clover. A few ploughing bandits and you can't even hang them. And you, stay calm, hands off your sword. Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
Your people started it. Short fuses, some of them.
What do I care? They started, but you finished.
I had to defend my friends. Will you release them?
Terrible choice of friends, Witcher. I'd rather give you a thief. Relax. I'm joking.
Otro que se carga delante nuestro.
We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time, mind you. Or we can come to an understanding.
Meaning?
Give me a minute, Witcher. Listen here. You may have heard rumors of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle. Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in this heinous murder. So you see, none of you can feel safe. That is why today, wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam's streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency. Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
Tengo la sensación de que voy a tener que hacer una elección muy rápida.
What about them?
They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their cases. The scaffold's no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home. Your friends are free for the time being, but they're not to leave town. Come after dusk. I'll be busy till then. There's one more thing. Welcome to Flotsam, Witcher.
Bueno, yo quería haber salvado a todos, pero no puede ser.
They were really going to hang us. I don't know. I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we owe you, Geralt. Thank you. Time to hit the tavern. Come on, Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And while we're at it, I'll tell you an edifying tale of local hypocrisy that conceals lechery neath a veneer of courtesy. Except nothing can hide the stench.
A notice board. Might find something interesting here.
Vamos a ver qué hay. Contrato de los... Aquí vamos a coger todos. Nada, esto es para examinar. Se mete de tristes, no voy a salvar. A ver, vamos a ver el diario, que es lo más importante. Vale, aquí tenemos. Colgado pantallas por voluntad divina. Los eventos. Trato de los naked. Trato de los indianos. El problema del troll. Vamos, a cazar monstruos. Pues para empezar a hacer todo esto me hace falta una espada para los monstruos. A ver, esto lo que vamos a retirar. Están todos aquí dentro. Ay, perdón. Borras, que no quiero.
We'll be watching.
Que me he equivocado de botón. tonto. Ah, esta es para ir por la noche. Vale. Me tranquilizo, me tranquilizo.
Thieves and bandits everywhere.
Vamos a hablar con Tris.
How's it living with Roach's soldiers?
Lo primero.
I know every shit joke that anyone's ever thought up. Plus, I've learned how to burp out the official title of the Emperor of Nilfgaard without reaching for beer. Shorty's told me about his 16 children, all named after Temerian troop divisions. And I know his nickname has nothing to do with his manhood. Nice to know that you care, though.
Glad to see you in a good mood.
I think I actually like them. They're good people. One of them even proposed to me.
Who's the brave man?
Sorry, that's a secret.
And here I thought Roach's boys had an ounce of respect for me. The massacre in Rivia, it came back to me, I remember. The angry mob murdering non-humans, a young boy with a pitchfork.
Anything else?
Death, or a state close to it, I'm not sure. I felt life draining out of me.
I was there. I arrived a moment later. Too late.
Don't worry, Tris. They're only memories. We have bigger problems to tackle now. Something tells me that in recovering my memory, I'll find out a lot about what we're dealing with now.
Say something, or did you just fart?
Stay.
A ver, reposadero. Reposadero. Para comerciar. Vale, veo que por aquí cartitas. En este juego no hay cartas. Vale, esto es lo que llevo, 220 y algo, a ver qué lleva este. Ciruelas, manzanas... Paso completamente. Vale. A ver, voy a hablar con estos a ver qué se cuentan.
Damn, that was close! Innkeep! Vodka!
Tris Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you and your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
Lad got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor. The dragon. Well, the dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where did the Lavalettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure. No wedding, Zoltan?
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be pop-in-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grandmaster died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakows, and as a gift for Eudora, a jade stone as big as my fist.
You were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenridge rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup. It was as black as tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenridge says, then proceeded to slop 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat. Hope his mind caves in on his head.
Since when have you worked for Roach?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him be, Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored, and drop it. You know how he is.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
No tienes pinta de elfo, no. Venga,
Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbalt and Count Marivel, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbalt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No. It ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
During the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Why, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart, as sorceress, holds significant stake.
I think I've heard enough about politics. Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute. What were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yorvith Scoia'tael were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
Bueno, el Kraken. El Kraken del río. ¿Por qué todos los monstruos tienen tentáculos del mar o del río? Son todos Kraken. Ole. Poderosa es, ¿Quién es esta? Se me ha caído de primeras.
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
Habría por ahí. Lío de falditas.
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Kairan.
Kairan?
The monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor, but the local folk scared it away.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor.
Sozek doesn't look too good. Lay him inside somewhere.
Vale.
Right, we've dawdled enough already. Come on, lads,
No,
let's
aquí
go.
sí que nos ha
What's
valido.
this? I was ready for a rumble there.
Shut
Cuando lo
it,
decimos la
and
otra
come on.
vez, no nos funcionó, pero bueno, ahora sí que
I
funciona.
apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Kairan.
Claro que sí.
The beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the
Nos
river.
dedicamos a eso.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kairan was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species, to throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt, you saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kairan emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witches' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Vale, o sea, vamos a ver. Tenemos que hablar. El Kaira, vale. Propósito indecente, que esto es por la noche, nada. Vamos a preguntar el precio. Y luego a ver si podemos encontrar un mercadero o algo. Encargándosela al herrero en el barrio no humano. Pues podremos ir aquí también y a pillar la espada. O sea.
Go ask the mason to take you as his apprentice.
You free?
No, working my arse off like a stagecoach.
Vale, aquí hay
the stew's ready.
A ver, vamos a volver aquí. A ver si puedo comprar la espadita. La espadita. Vamos a guardar. Vale. No se nos vaya a bloquear la partida como ayer y la haríamos parda. Venga, a comprar la espadita.
Hey boss, look who's graced our smithy. That titan of the art of smithing can't hear us. Busy. Work's a blur in his hands. And how are you, Witcher? Things working out for you?
Nice workshop.
Bah, it's no workshop, just a simple forge. But thanks for the compliment, both in my name and the master's. So how can we help you, eh?
Ah, aquí está el juego de los dados. Bueno, vamos a ver si nos puede fabricar algo. Diagrama del agarrador. Común. Trampa, espada de plata. Espada de plata. Vale, no me fastidies. Que me hace falta mineral de plata 02. Ah, qué rabia. 02 de plata. Espera.
So how can...
A ver, vamos a comerciar. A ver, espada de plata tiene, o sea, ya directamente podríamos hacer algo. 304, por tener tengo. Hora de arma. ¿Y plata? ¿Cuánto vale? La plata, mineral de plata. 45, me hacen falta 2. 45, 90 y 35. Vale, le hemos comprado 2. Y ahora nos va a poder hacer la espada de plata. Fabrícame algo. Ahorrador. Hierro y causa de hemorragias. Hombre, esto pega un huevo. Pero también me hace falta veneno dendrino. Igual. Joder, pero ¿por qué te ha salido? No me fastidies. Espada de plata, lo tengo. Vamos a crear la espada de plata. Perfecto. Vale. Una misión hecha. Vamos al inventario. No. Las botas. Espada de plata. Vale. Y ahora vamos a ver si este tiene para crear. Venga, a ver. Vamos a comerciar. Minerales, diagramas, vale, pues aquí no hay lo que... No. Vale, no tiene esto. Vale, pues nada. Vamos al diario. Vale, hemos hecho esto. Vale, perfecto. Vamos a ver lo de los precios. Vale, ya vamos a las 2 espadas. Perfecto. ¿Este que vende comida?
No offense, but you're scaring my customers away. No offense, but you're scaring my customers away.
No.
What you...
A ver, a comerciar, a ver qué tienes. Más 8 la armadura. Esta está muy bien. Vale, una pasta que no tengo. Vale. La armadura nada. Las runas ahora ni las miro. Diagrama de... no. Aceite normal. Nada. No me interesa nada. Hasta luego, Lucas.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest.
¿Me la juego o no?
You'll double what you offered Lady de Tanzerville, because that's what the contract's worth.
So be it. I assume you to be professionals and worth every last copper paid to you.
Vale, perfecto.
Now tell me what you know about the beast.
No me gusta utilizar esto, pero bueno, eso por
I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
What do you want me to do? Shit a sheep?
We should send for Laredo.
A ver cómo hacemos para ver el mapa grande. A ver aquí. Vamos a ver el mapa porque claro, por esta zona no vamos a ningún lado. Ah, allí tenemos otro herrero, al otro lado. Misión rastreada, esa es la misión que tenemos. El artesano, tienda y posada, vale. Puerta cerrada. Hay que intentarlo, yo lo sé.
New shoes. What happened? He said he can't. Oh, welcome. Let's go kill some monsters.
Seguimos investigando, a ver qué hay por aquí. Este otro monstruo.
Want to play soldiers and squirrels?
Ah, aquí sí que me deja abrir.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric.
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
I know you too well.
Sheila's one of the most powerful sorceresses.
That's no reason to fear her.
She can't be trusted, in my experience. I know her to be devious and manipulative.
Any proof?
She's well aware you lost your memory, yet pretended she didn't know.
And why would she do that?
I don't know. Her true intentions have always been hard to fathom.
I'll see if I can't learn what they are.
How?
I'll go hunting with her, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
La verdad que está por aquí, pero vamos, o sea, de casualidad.
How's it living with roaches?
Splendid. I know every shorty's told. Nice to.
Glad to see.
I think I actually like them.
Who's the? And here.
Vale, pues nada, esto ya lo habíamos hablado. Por aquí nos iremos fuera, ¿verdad? Por aquí nos salimos fuera.
Damn it!
No, luchamos un poco. muere y muero, ¿verdad? Me cago en la... No me fastidies, que estaba... No me quedaba nada. Buah, qué liada, tío, no me fastidies. Ah, no me digas. No hemos luchado casi nada, pues... También en un... Buah, ¿qué me dices? Estoy aquí, no he hablado ni con los mercaderes. Y la espada, buah, no me he hecho ni la espada. Buah, qué liada. Qué liada de repetir.
Hello, Geralt.
Bueno, mira, como llevamos ya bastante rato, mira, vamos a hacer una cosa. Vamos a dejar aquí el vídeo y yo voy a repetir la zona esta que hemos hecho, de hablar con el mercader, crear la espada y todo esto. Y continuaremos donde me han matado el próximo día. Hasta luego.